I used to think loyalty was simple. Show up, do your job, don't lie, I said to Horace one night while we sat on the office floor. He laughed. That's why you're the backbone, man. I'm serious, I told him. People make things complicated for no reason. Horace stretched his legs and looked around Brightbridge like it was our kingdom. As long as we trust each other, nothing can touch us. That was my whole world back then. Fix the problems before they exploded. Clean the mess before anyone noticed. I liked being the quiet one. I liked being useful. Server's acting weird again, Horace said one morning. I'll handle it, I replied without looking up. You always do. That was the day Mina walked in. She smiled at everyone, but when her eyes landed on me, she paused. You must be Ayan, she said. I nodded. Yeah. I've heard you're the one who keeps this place alive. I shrugged. I just do my part. She laughed softly. You don't talk much, do you? I talk when it matters. From that moment, she was everywhere. What are you working on? She asked, pulling a chair beside mine. Security patch. Sounds boring. It keeps people safe. She tilted her head. You care about that stuff. Someone has to. She started bringing coffee. Black, she said one day. No sugar. I noticed. I looked at the cup. You didn't have to. I wanted to. During lunch breaks, she asked questions. Why tech? Because systems make sense. And people? People don't. She smiled like she understood. One evening, we stayed late. Horace left early. The office was quiet. You ever get tired? She asked. Of work? No. Of carrying everything? I froze. What do you mean? You're always fixing things. Don't you ever want someone to fix you? I laughed it off. I'm fine. She didn't push. She just sat there, waiting. My dad left when I was 12, I said suddenly. Her eyes softened. I'm sorry. I learned early not to rely on people. She nodded. That explains a lot. After that, talking to her felt easy. Too easy. I hate conflict, I told her one night. Why? Because someone always gets hurt. She leaned closer. You're different, Ayan. That's rare. I started noticing her with Horace too. They laughed louder. They whispered during meetings. Did you see the new pitch deck? Horace asked me once. No, Mina helped redesign it. That's good, I said, forcing a smile. One afternoon, I joked, careful, Horace. She might replace me. Mina laughed. No one can replace you. Horace said nothing. The shift was subtle, like air changing before a storm. You okay? Mina asked when she caught me staring. Yeah. You know you can trust me, right? I nodded. At home, I told myself I was imagining things. She wouldn't do that, I whispered into the dark. She laughed at my jokes. She listened to my fears. She cared. Or at least, that's what I wanted to believe. The pitch room was full. Investors. Screens. Smiles that felt practiced. Horace leaned toward me and whispered, "This is it. We make it or break it today." "We'll be fine," I said. "The numbers are solid." Mina sat across the table, hands folded, eyes down. She looked nervous. I thought she was just anxious. The lead investor nodded. All right, let's begin. I stood up. Thank you for coming. I'll walk you through our growth. Wait, Mina said softly. Every head turned. I'm sorry, she said, voice shaking. I can't stay quiet anymore. Horace frowned. Mina, what are you doing? She looked at him, then at the room. I need to say this now. My heart started racing. Mina, this isn't the time. She swallowed. I think it is. She stood up. Her hands trembled. Ayan manipulated the numbers, she said. The room went silent. I laughed once, sharp and confused. What? He took credit for work that wasn't his, she continued. And when I questioned him, he pressured me. Stop, I said. This is insane. She looked at me, eyes glossy. You told me not to talk. I never said that. She flinched. You're doing it again. One investor leaned back. Are you saying he falsified data? Yes, Mina whispered. Another asked, do you have proof? She pulled out her phone. Messages. Notes. Late-night calls. I stepped forward. Those are taken out of context. Sana from HR stood up. Ayan, please step aside. She wouldn't meet my eyes. Sana, I said. You know me. She shook her head. We need to follow procedure. I turned to Horace. Say something. He stared at the table. Horace, I said louder. You know this isn't true. He swallowed. Let's all calm down. Mina's voice cracked. There's more. I felt cold. He made me uncomfortable, she said. He crossed lines. The room shifted. Chairs moved. People leaned away from me. That's a lie, I said. The lead investor frowned. This is serious. I know, Mina said. That's why I'm scared. My phone buzzed. Then buzzed again. A message popped up. Did you see what Mina posted? Another, what the hell did you do? Sana spoke quietly. Ayan, security will escort you out. I stared at her. Without hearing me? This is temporary, she said. Until we investigate. I looked around the room. Faces I'd worked with for years avoided me. I built this place, I said. No one answered. Security appeared. Sir, please come with us. I didn't do anything, I said. Please, one guard replied. Horace finally looked up. We'll talk later. When? I asked. He didn't answer. As they walked me out, my phone kept lighting up. Screenshots. Group chats. Mina is so brave. I always knew something was off about him. Outside, the rain hit hard. I stood there while the doors locked behind me. My access card stopped working. I looked up at the building and whispered, how did my life end in 10 minutes? I woke up to silence. No alarm. No office noise. No reason to rush. My phone lay beside me like it was afraid to move. I stared at the ceiling and whispered, so this is it. The phone rang. Amy, I said. Her voice shook. Ayan, what did you do? I didn't do anything. There was a pause. That's what you're saying, she replied carefully. But people are talking. I know. They sent messages, she said. Relatives. Neighbors. I know. She sighed. Why would she lie? That question hurt more than everything else. I don't know, I said. She didn't argue. She just sounded tired. Come home tonight, she said. We'll talk. Okay. After the call, I sat on the bed and laughed once. It came out broken. Everyone believed her, I said to no one. I walked aimlessly until my legs hurt. The city looked the same, but I felt erased from it. My phone buzzed again. Mr. Zuffer, tea stall. Near the old bus stop. Come. He didn't greet me when I arrived. Sit, he said. I sat. He pushed a glass of tea toward me. Drink. I did. My hands shook. He looked straight at me. Tell me the truth. Look me in the eye. I didn't touch her, I said. I didn't ask that yet. I didn't fake numbers. Slow down. I didn't threaten her. Look at me. I met his eyes. I didn't do any of it, I said quietly. He studied my face. You're not lying, he said. My chest loosened for the first time. Thank you. Don't thank me, he replied. This changes nothing. I frowned. You believe me? Yes. Then why does it feel like I already lost? He stirred his tea. Because truth doesn't win fast. I clenched my jaw. Power wins fast, he continued. And she has it right now. So what do I do? You survive, he said. I laughed bitterly. They threw me away. They threw your name away, he corrected. You're still here. I wanted to scream. I built that place, I said. They didn't even listen. Did you expect them to? Yes. That was your mistake, he said calmly. I stared at the road. I keep replaying it, I said. Every smile. Every conversation. That's pain, he said. I trusted her. That's human. What if I ruin her back? I asked. He looked at me sharply. And then what? I don't know. Exactly, he said. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. I ignored it. It buzzed again. I sighed and opened it. You didn't do it. I froze. I have proof. My fingers hovered. Who is this? I typed. The reply came slow. I can't say. Not yet. They'll crush me if I speak. I showed the screen to Mr. Zuffer. He read it quietly. Be careful, he said. Someone knows the truth, I replied. Yes, he said. That doesn't mean they'll save you. I typed again. What proof? 3 dots appeared. Then stopped. Then appeared again. System logs. Messages. My heart raced. Why help me? I asked. Another pause. Because what they did was wrong. I leaned back and closed my eyes. I want revenge, I whispered. Mr. Zuffer nodded. That's natural. I also want to disappear. That's fear, he said. I opened my eyes. What if I do nothing? I asked. Then their story becomes history, he replied. The phone buzzed again. Don't reply too much, the message read. They're watching. I typed one last line. I won't waste this. The dots appeared once more. Be smart, the stranger replied. Not loud. I put the phone down and stared at the tea glass. Mr. Zuffer stood up. This road will hurt, he said. But now you're not alone. As he walked away, my phone felt heavier in my pocket. For the first time since that room went silent, I didn't feel invisible. My phone buzzed at noon. Mall food court. 3rd floor. Don't come alone. I replied, I won't. Sit near the bookstore, the message came back. The mall was loud enough to hide fear. I walked past families and couples, pretending I was just another guy killing time. I saw him before he saw me. Skinny. Hoodie pulled too tight. Eyes darting everywhere. You Ayon, he asked when I sat down. Yes, I said. You're the one who messaged me? He nodded. Rumi. Please don't say my name loudly. I won't, I said. Why are you shaking? Because if she finds out I'm here, I'm done. Start talking, I said gently. Slow. He swallowed. She planned it. Planned what? Everything, he whispered. I leaned back. Tell me exactly. She started weeks before the pitch, Rumi said. She asked me to help organize chats. For what? She said she wanted backups, he replied. Then she told me to cut some voice notes. I felt my chest tighten. Cut how? Remove the parts where you sound normal, he said. Keep the pauses. The silence. I stared at him. She practiced crying, he added quickly. What? In the bathroom, he said. She timed it. Even practiced shaking. My hands clenched. Why didn't you say anything then? She scared me, he said. She said people like you always land on their feet. And you? I'm an intern, he replied. Nobody protects interns. I nodded slowly. Go on. She positioned herself near the camera, Rumi continued. The one near the meeting room. So it would look like something happened, I said. Yes, he whispered. I looked away for a second. Did Horace know? Rumi hesitated. Did he? I repeated. He didn't stop her, Rumi said. She told him something big was coming. That hit harder than I expected. He knew, I said quietly. Rumi nodded. Not details. But enough. I exhaled. What about the job? Rumi's voice dropped. She promised me a full-time role if I stayed quiet. I laughed once. And did she keep that promise? No, he said. She stopped replying after the pitch. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I just felt tired. I trusted both of them, I said. I know, Rumi replied. That's why I'm here. He reached into his bag and slid something across the table. What's this? I asked. A flash drive, he said. System logs. I froze. Your system, he added. You built it. My heart started pounding. These logs show access times, he said. Where you were. When. I picked it up. How did you get this? She asked me to clean folders, he said. She didn't know I copied them. I looked at him. You know this could destroy her. He nodded. Or me. I leaned closer. Why help me now? Because I can't sleep, he said. Every time I close my eyes, I hear her voice. What voice? Her practicing, he whispered. I closed my fist around the drive. If I use this openly, I said, they'll call it retaliation. Yes, Rumi said. If I stay silent, I continued, this lie becomes permanent. He nodded again. I looked around the mall. You need protection. I know, he said. That's why I'm scared. I stood up. Listen to me. He looked up. I won't use this recklessly, I said. I won't say your name. But they'll guess, he replied. Then I'll be ready, I said. He stood too. What are you going to do? I'll fight with facts, I said. Not anger? No, I replied. Anger makes mistakes. Rumi hesitated. She said you'd break. I met his eyes. She was wrong. He gave a small smile. I hope so. I slipped the drive into my pocket. Delete our messages, I told him. I already did, he said. As he walked away, my phone buzzed again. Did you get it? I typed, yes. Be careful, the message replied. I stood there, surrounded by noise, holding the quiet truth. For the first time, I knew how to survive this. My phone rang just after sunset. Is this Ayan Malik? A calm voice asked. Yes. This is Detective Faraz Siddiqui. My stomach tightened. Why are you calling me? A formal complaint has been filed, he said. By who? You already know the answer, he replied. I exhaled slowly. Mina. Yes, he said. Allegations were submitted this morning. So it's official now, I said. It is, he replied. I sat on the edge of my bed. Am I under arrest? No, Faraz said. Not yet. This is an inquiry. That doesn't make me feel better. It shouldn't, he said honestly. What do you want from me? I asked. Your cooperation, he replied. And your patience. People already decided I'm guilty. That doesn't concern me, he said. I clenched my jaw. It concerns me. Faraz paused. Public stories don't matter. They ruined my life. Evidence matters, he said. Silence filled the line. Do you have any? He asked. Yes, I said. Good, he replied. Then don't waste it. The call ended. I stared at my laptop on the desk. I opened a folder I hadn't touched in years. Screenshots. Old rumors. Stories people whispered about Mina in past offices. All it takes is one leak, I whispered. My fingers hovered over the keyboard. She deserves this, I muttered. She started it. My phone buzzed. Mr. Zuffer, don't become what hurt you. I froze. I leaned back and laughed bitterly. You always know when to interrupt, I said to the room. I closed the folder. No lies, I whispered. Not even for revenge. I opened a new document instead. Timeline. Dates. Access logs. Messages, untouched. This is how I win, I said quietly. Hours passed. My eyes burned. My phone rang again. Talia Noor, the voice said. I straightened. You answered. Only because you didn't beg, she replied. I don't beg anymore, I said. Good, she said. So talk. I was framed, I said. Everyone says that, she replied. I can prove it. So could they, she said. They used emotion, I replied. I have structure. She laughed once. Cute line. I'm serious, I said. People don't want truth, she said. They want blood. Then give them truth that feels like blood, I replied. There was silence. You're confident, she said. No, I replied. I'm done lying down. Send me nothing, she said. What? Not yet, she continued. We meet first. When? I asked. Tomorrow, she replied. Public place. The call ended. I closed my laptop. Lying in the dark, I whispered, if I win clean. My phone rang at 2:07 a.m. I stared at the screen and laughed. Horace, I said, answering. His voice cracked. Ayan, please don't hang up. I'm listening, I replied. We have a problem, he said. You already had one, I replied. You chose it. The system failed, he said. Client data leaked. I closed my eyes. How bad? Bad enough that investors are panicking, he replied. I stayed quiet. They're blaming me, Horace continued. I smiled without humor. Funny how that works. Ayan, we need you, he said. Before I could respond, another notification appeared. Mina, can we talk? Please. I muted the call and opened her message. We can fix this together. Let's not ruin each other. I switched back to Horace. She's scared, I said. Who? Mina. He sighed. She didn't mean for this to happen. I laughed. She meant every part. Look, he said, I know I messed up. You didn't mess up, I replied. You chose yourself. There was silence. I froze, Horace said. So did I replied. I just didn't sell anyone. He lowered his voice. If you don't help, the company collapses. I leaned back. That's not my problem anymore. Ayan, he said, people will lose jobs. That landed heavier. I'll think about it, I said. Thank you, he breathed. I didn't say yes, I replied, and hung up. My phone buzzed again. Mina this time. You always wanted to protect the company, she typed. You don't want innocent people hurt. I typed back. Meet me. Where? Parking lot. Alone. She replied instantly. Okay. The concrete was cold under my shoes. Mina stood near her car, arms crossed tight. You look tired, she said. So do you, I replied. She stepped closer. We can fix this. You already broke it, I said. You're enjoying this, she accused. No, I replied. I'm surviving it. She swallowed. They're asking questions. They should, I said. You don't understand the pressure, she said. I understand lies, I replied. She reached out. I never wanted it to go this far. I stepped back. You planned it. Her eyes flashed. I did what I had to. I shook my head. You did what was fastest. She whispered, help us. Please. I'll help the system, I said. Not you. Her face hardened. You think you're better? No, I replied. I'm just done protecting you. I turned to leave. Ayan, she said quietly. If you don't help, they'll look deeper. I paused. That's the point. The next morning, I walked back into Brightbridge. People stared. Some looked away. Some looked angry that I wasn't gone. Sana approached me. We appreciate this, she said softly. I'm here for the breach, I replied. She nodded. Of course. As I worked, my phone buzzed. Talia, I found a pattern. Me, what kind? Talia, Mina's done this before. Smaller versions. Different offices. My chest tightened. Another message followed. Sana just sent me internal emails. Mina pushed for your termination before the pitch. I stopped typing. So it begins, I whispered. Horace hovered behind me. You're fixing it, he said. Yes, I replied. You could have walked away, he added. I still can, I said. He swallowed. I'm sorry. I looked at him. That came too late. Across the room, Mina watched me. Her smile was gone. For the first time since I was thrown out, I felt it. The shift. They needed me now. And I didn't need them at all. I walked into Brightbridge the next morning with my head up. People noticed. Whispers followed me down the hall. He's back. Why is he here? I thought he was fired. Sana met me near reception. We're keeping this professional, she said quietly. I am, I replied. She nodded. Good. Horace waited by the conference room. You came, he said. I said I'd help the system, I replied. He hesitated. Not us? I met his eyes. Especially not us. Inside the room, screens glowed red. An engineer muttered, we're locked out. I sat down. Move. One of them frowned. You don't work here. Not officially, I said. Yet you still need me. The room went quiet. I started typing. Mina appeared in the doorway. You didn't tell me he was coming, she said to Horace. He avoided her eyes. She walked closer. You're enjoying this. I didn't look up. No, she folded her arms. Then why are you smiling? I'm not, I said. She leaned down. We can still fix things. I turned to her. You don't get to say we. Her voice dropped. You think you won? No, I replied. I think you panicked. Sana cleared her throat. Let's focus. Yes, Mina said quickly. Please. I spoke without looking at her. You hid shortcuts in the code, I said. She froze. You labeled them with my initials, I continued. Horace swallowed. What? Check the logs, I said. One engineer typed fast. Oh, he whispered. Mina shook her head. That's not what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like, I replied. She laughed nervously. You're twisting things. You taught me how, I said. Her face hardened. You think they'll believe you? They already are, I replied. Sana's phone buzzed. She read the message and looked up slowly. Detective Faraz is coming back, she said. Mina's smile vanished. I need a minute, she said. No, Sana replied. Horace stepped toward me. I'll say something. I stopped typing. Don't. I owe you, he said. You owed me before, I replied. Detective Faraz entered an hour later. He nodded at me. Mr. Malik. Detective, I replied. He looked around. We have new information. Mina stiffened. Faraz turned to her. You edited files after the complaint. That's impossible, she said. Then explain the timestamps, he replied. Silence. Horace stared at her. You told me it was clean, he said. Mina whispered, I did this for us. For you, I corrected. She looked at me. You were always in the way. I nodded. And now I'm standing still. Faraz closed his notebook. This changes the investigation, he said. Sana rubbed her temples. I should have slowed down, she admitted. Mina's voice cracked. Say something. No one did. Later, Horace followed me into the hallway. I resigned, he said. That's your choice, I replied. I'll testify, he added. I stopped. I don't forgive you, I said. I know, he replied. I walked out alone. Behind me, Brightbridge felt smaller. For the first time, they weren't looking down on me. They were looking after me. Talia's article went live at 9 a.m. My phone exploded at 9:01. You should see this, Sana said, rushing toward me. I already have, I replied. Screens were everywhere. Emails. Notifications. Panic. Horace stared at his phone. They're sharing it everywhere. They always do, I said. Mina stormed into the office. This is a hit piece, she snapped. Talia's voice came through my speaker. Everything is documented. Mina pointed at me. He manipulated you. Talia laughed softly. You did that all by yourself. Detective Faraz stepped forward. We have questions, he said. Mina crossed her arms. I already gave my statement. Faraz looked at his notes. You edited files after the complaint. That was stress, she replied quickly. Stress doesn't change timestamps, he said. The room went silent. Mina's voice dropped. You're twisting this. No, Faraz replied. You did. She looked at Horace. Say something. He didn't. She turned to Sana. You know me. Sana swallowed. I know the emails. Mina laughed, sharp and desperate. You think he's innocent? She asked. I think you lied, Sana replied. Mina's eyes filled. I was under pressure. I finally spoke. So was I. She looked at me like she hated that I was calm. You enjoyed watching me fall, she said. No, I replied. I mourned who I trusted. Faraz closed his folder. This case has shifted, he said. Mina whispered, You ruined me. I shook my head. You exposed yourself. As they escorted her out, she looked back once. Her mask was gone. The hallway was quiet in a way that made every sound feel louder. My footsteps echoed even though I walked slowly. I was almost at the exit when I heard her voice. I didn't think you'd fight back. I stopped but didn't turn around. I didn't either. She stepped closer. I could feel it without looking. There was no shaking in her voice this time. No cracks. No performance. You surprised me, Mina said. You were always predictable. I faced her. Her eyes looked empty, like the lights were on but no one was home. You mistook silence for weakness. She gave a tired smile. Everyone does. I crossed my arms. Why are you here? To understand, she said. Or maybe to confess. I'm not sure anymore. I waited. She exhaled slowly. I was jealous. I didn't react. Of what? I asked. Of you, she said simply. Of how people trusted you without questioning it. Of how you stayed calm while everyone else panicked. I nodded once. You could have earned that. I didn't want to wait, she replied. Horace relied on you more than me. The team listened to you. Even when you said nothing. So you destroyed me, I said. She didn't deny it. I chose the fastest path. I let the words sit between us. You chose destruction. She looked down. I thought if you fell, I'd rise. And did you? I asked. Her silence answered me. Footsteps echoed again. Horace appeared at the end of the hallway. He stopped when he saw us. I just resigned, he said quietly. Mina laughed without humor. Of course you did. I'm testifying, Horace continued. I'll tell them everything. I looked at him. That's your decision. He nodded. I don't expect forgiveness. You won't get it, I replied. His shoulders slumped. I know. Mina watched him like she was seeing him clearly for the first time. You let this happen. He swallowed. I did. She turned back to me. Do you feel better now? I thought about it. No. Then why do you look lighter? She asked. Because I stopped carrying lies that weren't mine, I said. She studied my face. I really didn't think you'd survive this. I almost didn't, I replied. But you don't get credit for that. Her lips pressed together. What happens now? Now, I said, you live with what you did. She nodded slowly. And you? I move on. She took a step back. People respect you now. I know, I said. That's what you wanted, isn't it? I shook my head. What I wanted was peace. She searched my face one last time. I hope it was worth it. It was, I said. Just not in the way you think. She walked away without another word. Later, I sat across from Mr. Zuffer at the same tea stall. He stirred his cup and looked at me over the rim. So, he said, how does it feel? Quiet, I replied. He smiled. That's freedom. I thought closure would feel louder, I said. Revenge is loud, he replied. Closure is light. I nodded. I'm leaving Brightbridge. I know, he said. You already left it in your head. I'm starting something new, I continued. My own firm. Clear rules. Real protections. He raised an eyebrow. Ethics? I smiled. Especially ethics. He leaned back. You learned the right lesson. I learned to respect myself, I said. That night, I packed the last of my things. No office badge. No borrowed identity. Just my name. The next morning, my phone buzzed with messages. Job offers. Apologies. Praise. I muted them all. I stepped outside and breathed in the air like it was new. For the first time, I wasn't waiting for approval. I already had it, from myself.